As we start to look towards 2025, I want to take a look back on 2024. Not so much on figures that came out because wow, what a year it has been for figures. We genuinely have been spoiled rotten for the amount of absolute bangers that have come out this year. I want to also apologise for the lack of content this year. It has been one hell of a crazy year for myself personally outside of the YouTube space. But I also want to say a massive thank you for those of you who have stuck with me over the past year, especially in my first year of doing this, well, properly. But no, thank you everyone who has supported me over the past year. It has been, like I said, a crazy year. I wish I could have got more content out. Hopefully next year I can stick to a schedule and actually get some decent content out, proper videos rather than just shorts. But that is not what we're here for. We are here for one reason and one reason only, and that is our top 10 figures of the year. Before anyone says, yes, I am very much aware that I have stolen this idea from few. True Transformers UK fashion, I will be doing 10 shots for my 10 bots. So I have my friend Jack by my side. So let's get into the top 10. Bottoms up. It's not too bad. So for my number 10 pick, I'd seen this at my first TF Nation. You guys will have seen it on my first NEC Toy Fair video, but I had the pleasure of getting a hold of a really nice pre-production piece from Japan, and that being the Crystal Henkei Optimus Prime. This being my first version of the Classics Prime, and clear plastic, yes, it's terrifying to say the least. Outside of not wanting to mess with this guy too much, this guy has literally just been up on the shelf in front of Jetfire. He looks gorgeous. Every time I walk into the room, I'm drawn to this guy because of just how much of a gem he is. Quite literally, he sparkles. I mean, in the light, he looks gorgeous. He is just full of light piping, which really makes him pop on the shelf. And it has been authenticated by the Mapes brothers. But that is my number 10 pick. On to bot number 2, and that is shot number 2. This is definitely going to be fun. So for my number 9 pick, I feel like a few people will be a bit surprised with this because at the start of the year, it was definitely something that I was very much looking forward to and I adored when it first came. I am talking about HasLab Desaurus. Now this guy is such a spectacle of a piece. I absolutely love this guy, not only because I've got the G1 and I've got the Star Saber, which is just over there somewhere. There we go, you can just pinpoint him in the corner. But the pair of them look gorgeous together. To have both of the Victory leaders in plastic form, produced by Hasbro as well, not just Takara, not just Masterpiece, but mainline. Yes, it's HasLab, so it's made to order, but to have them in that scale, to have them within the continuities that they are, the legacy line, is such a dream to finally have these figures realised in the modern era outside of third party. He comes with all the bells and whistles, he comes with everything you could have want. But no, he is a very nice piece, but he just doesn't cut it for me because of so many different issues, and there's just been some really nice figures that I've picked up this year. So he's the first modern one from this year to go on the list, but he's certainly not the last. Okay, number 7, I'm not going to get that down from the shelf, but I will definitely get some footage of it because I don't want to take it down, mainly because I've dealt with trying to get him on the shelf. Wasn't exactly fun, but here's the number 7. I'm still not getting him down. But I am talking about Raiden. Now, I know that a lot of people have their gripes with it, I have my own, but I still think to have a modern Raiden that isn't third party, doesn't cost an arm and a leg. I mean, each piece was around 100 to 120 each. For the full combiner of Raiden, I think I paid near enough 700, which is what I'd budgeted for the whole set. Now I did mention it in my last year's top 10 video, the 3 pieces that I had got hold of, but having that full combined figure together, it's such a spectacle, especially when I've got the G1. It looks incredible. Now yes, he is dumpy, yes he has the issues of stability and all of this. He doesn't exactly want to stand without the stand, which is why I went for the version of Kain with the stand. It fills my needs for a mainline Raiden, which is mainly what I like, and it's great to have yet another Japanese character in plastic in the modern era of figures that we still never believed that we would actually get to see. Oh, right, number 6. Number 6 for me, I feel like, was something that I looked at for a while and mulled over and then just bit the bullet on. But I am talking about probably one of the most elusive animated figures out there that not a lot of people seem to talk about all that much, because you have the likes of Blackout, but I'm talking about the unreleased Activators electrostatic Soundwave. I'm pretty sure it's the electrostatic. I could be wrong. I know there's 3 different versions of Soundwave. But when I got this guy back in, I want to say it was March, I was honestly thrilled with this guy. It is such a nice figure. I didn't transform it too much. The vehicle mode is gorgeous with the blue, the teal green, the purple for the windshields. It looks gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. And to think that I own one of these, an unreleased figure that also has a very limited number of them made, it's honestly a gorgeous, gorgeous piece. Like I said, I didn't transform it because it's unreleased. It's one of those figures that you just don't want to mess with too much. But as a display piece, and to actually own this figure is weird to me. I'll be honest, I've just realised that I've messed up the numbers. I think we're on number 6 now. Honestly, I'm losing track already. I'm only on, what, shot number 4? But in the number 6 slot for me, actual number 6 slot, not weird number 6 slot that I've imagined, but a figure that Jobby the Hung had originally reviewed. I loved the look of, never thought I would ever see one in person. Saw it at TFN and I had to have this guy. This guy is wicked. I cannot think of the name of the company that did this. I want to say it's like Make Toys or something like that. But their version of a Cybertronian robotic Megatron from Transmetal 2 Megatron. My god, this thing is such a gorgeous, gorgeous piece, and it has been sat in my living room in the display cabinet since I picked it up. This guy is so cool. I just wish I could display him with his wings fully splayed, because man alive, his wings are massive. The heft on this guy as well, such a lovely, lovely figure for what it is. And it's just such a cool displayed figure. Like, it's so nice. There's very little I can say against this guy other than a few nitpicky bits of articulation here and there with the retractable dragon head, so you can unclip everything and have the full dragon arm if you wanted to. But I do quite like the fact that they incorporated a fusion blaster or a fusion cannon into this Megatron using that dragon head, and it looks fantastic. It really does. I love this thing, but there's still some more figures that top even this. Now we're getting into some of the interesting figures, and I know that I will probably get a bit of hate for where I place some of these figures, especially this next one, because for a lot of people this is their figure of the year. For my number 5 slot, SS86 Optimus Prime. Now before I start getting hate comments and everything, it's a gorgeous rendition of Optimus Prime. It is so faithful. The trailer, roller, everything that comes with this figure is absolutely incredible. My only gripes with this figure is these smokestacks doing the G1 thing of not sitting in place, not wanting to hold in place, and just being a fiddly mess. The transformation for this guy is nice and complex, however, it is fairly simple once you get the hang of it. There's certain issues that had sprung up with the first release with the heels. Thankfully, mine are the right way around. It's nice, it's just not peak for me. I love the Earthrise version. I will continue to use that for my skip material within my videos, but another reason why this guy is on the list is just loose joints. Mine, I know it's QC, but his leg joints are just too loose. It's kind of a little bit of a letdown. I do like this guy. I will get a video of this guy up. It's just not in my top 3 for the year, because there are some other figures that I've wanted for a while and some surprises for me that were genuinely really nice to mess with, and I still mess with. He's nice, he's not perfect for me. Number 4 is going to be a bit of a interesting one too, so bottoms up for number 4. But for my number 4 slot was one that I wasn't quite expecting to get a hold of this year. One that honestly wasn't on my radar either. One that I was hunting for, but just wasn't expecting to find on Marketplace and then pick up at TFN. Combiner Wars Devastator. Now, I've been after this for quite a while. I wanted this Devastator, and of course the year that I get a Devastator, they announce a new Devastator, which we will see next year how it compares to this guy. I think the individual robot modes look fantastic. The individual robot modes for this guy look absolute crap, but the Devastator mode itself makes it all worth it. Because let's face it, you're not going to have this guy in its individual robot mode. You're going to have this guy in its Titan Constructicon Devastator mode. You want big chunky boy. You don't want tiny robots that have daft arms. But it's a dream come true to finally get a hold of this figure, and for the price that I got it for, I love it. I love it to bits. I've probably messed with it 3 or 4 times, and then it's just gone in between. Yeah, that sounds about right. It's just gone in between Fort Max and Metroplex, so that's why there's a massive gap over there. But other than that, he's a gorgeous figure. I just wish that the arms weren't as floppy, the legs were a bit more stable, and a few other things, like the Perfect Effects head's a bit crap, but it looks really nice. Let's just hope that the Studio Series one's half decent. So before we get into my final top 3, Coco wanted to drop in for honourable mentions, and she would not let me not talk about this one for an honourable mention, but Paddles, the Dinobot. Yeah, she loves the Dinobots. She thinks that they are absolutely cute, don't you?
Yeah, only robot form.
Yeah, she doesn't like the robot mode, she just loves the dinosaur mode, and that's it. But I was not going to be able to get away with this video without mentioning Paddles at least. I've got some really nice Legend class figures. Honourable mentions, definitely got to mention these guys. The oh god, Easy Collection Lucky Draw Season 4. Only, I think it was about 100 or 200 of these were made. Somehow I've got 2. Yeah, I've somehow come across 2, so one of these will eventually be leaving me. I love the gold on them. They look gorgeous. It's a gold Optimus. It's Legends class. You can mess with it for ages. And it doesn't actually suffer from GPS, which is pretty cool. But that's not the only Legends class figures that I did end up getting. I got a Lucky Draw. Oh god, this is going to make me sound like such a elitist collector, but I'm really not. I've just happened by them by pure coincidence somehow. But Lucky Draw Amber Bumblebee. At least I think it's Amber Bumblebee. I have another Bumblebee here which is classified as the Henkei Crystal Amber Bumblebee, but one of them's got the markings on, one hasn't, so one's a promotional item, one is a lucky draw item. It's confusing Japanese figures sometimes, but yeah, these are cool. Little Bumblebees that are clear and crystal. Still not the only figures that I got from this same guy. I also got the Ruby Optimus Prime, which does look really nice in the light. It kind of looks a bit like a gummy version of animated Optimus. Really see why it's called Ruby Optimus. It really does glow like a ruby, and it's gorgeous. It's so nice. Absolutely gorgeous. And the last one that I actually got hold of was a Ghost Easy Collection Starscream prototype, which is really cool. I've never owned anything like this, clear resin, so I don't really want to mess with this guy all too much. I will get a short of all of these at some point, but this guy is just so cool. Clear resin, looks like a dead Starscream, except it's got the grey resin for the wings and the cockpit and the thrusters. The rest of it is just all clear plastic, so it's terrifying to handle with. Same with the rest of them, terrifying to handle, but very nice. Number 3, definitely one of the most anticipated figures of the year. I feel like I did kind of call it last year with, I think it was the Leo Prime video I did. I want to say it's a Leo Prime video, where it said that I wanted this figure to come out, and I got a comment straight away as soon as they'd mentioned it, and I was like, yeah, I can see where this might be going. But I'm talking about Legacy Magmatron. It's just so cool. Honestly, it is such a cool figure. If you've not managed to pick one of these things up, I would highly recommend picking up one of these guys. The only gripes I do have with it is just the sword being soft plastic, so it is incredible. The combined Dino mode or Dino Orgy mode, I just keep that away from me. I don't want to know about it. It's weird. Let's not talk about that. But the rest of it, like the individual dinosaur modes, the combined robot mode, is gorgeous. It is such a lovely figure, and I love it. Now, the second slot and first slot are a bit of a toss-up, because even now, sat here, I'm still trying to decide which one's number 1, because they are both brilliant figures, and I think I'm going to have to go with my gut instinct on this. But bottoms up for number 2, one of the figures that I did pick up, which I was pleasantly surprised with how nice this figure is, and I still get tempted to just get this off the shelf and just mess with. New Age Hamilton. It's such a lovely figure. I genuinely can't help but pick this guy up off of the shelf and just mess with this guy because of how nice it is. I love New Age figures. I'm not a huge fan of Magic Square, just because of the engineering and plastic quality. I'm not a huge fan of them. But New Age, they always knock it out of the park. I know that they're pricier than Magic Square, but you pay for the quality, you pay for exactly what you expect, and they are mini masterpieces. They are so fun to have on the shelf, to just pick up, mess with. I adore this guy. This guy is so nice. It's such a cool figure. Number 1, without a shadow of a doubt, this guy had to be number 1 for me. Titan Class Tidal Wave in his show accurate colours. We have always wanted a show accurate Tidal Wave, and one that is to scale as well. Not to scale, but is huge. And this guy is huge. I just wish that they'd do a third party company would do a legend scale version of Optimus Prime, because the Legacy one is just down there. I got that for Christmas. I have many issues with that figure, which I will get into in a video with him. But beside the point, I'd love them to do a Legends class version of Optimus just to go in scale with this guy, because this guy is so cool. He has everything that we wanted. You can still get components to combine with Megatron. I just wish it wasn't the hands. but the other parts perfectly fine. Oh yeah, the tail fins, I wish these fins didn't come off for the combined mode as well, but it's a giant tidal wave. That's practically everything we've wanted. We've been asking for a Titan tidal wave for how long now? I mean, honestly, we have honestly been asking for a Titan tidal wave for ages. And we finally get one. And he is a cut above the rest of the Titans that we've had recently. Now that pretty much wraps up my top 10. But before everyone shoots, if you are returning to this video from last year's video, then you will know that I do a giveaway at the end of the year. And this year is no exception. I will be giving away to one lucky winner a Iron Factory Tyrant's Wing Green edition, which was a limited edition for 2017. Iron Factory's cool, it's just not my bag, but I have this to give away, and it's very, very simple on how to enter this giveaway. All you have to do is make sure that you are subscribed to the channel, drop a like, and drop a comment of what your favourite pickup was from the year. Now, everyone has until the, shall we say, 14th of January. That gives everyone 2 weeks to enter this giveaway, and I will announce the winner on my community post, and I will also make sure that they are mentioned, and then we will sort out how we will get in contact for shipping this. This will be worldwide as per normal, but thank you very much for all of the support that you guys have given me over the last year. It's crazy to think that, I mean, I'm only on what, 300, nearly 400 subscribers, but to have amassed that in a year doing this, talking about plastic robots with this ugly mug, it's shocking to honestly receive that sort of following and support from you guys. But yeah, that's my top 10 video, or my top 10 figures that I picked up this year. I wish it could be top 10 of the year, but there's not really much in a year that excites me, so that's why I do it as top 10 pickups. But that's the stuff that genuinely excites me, older stuff. Yeah, thank you everyone for supporting the channel over the past year. Don't forget to enter the giveaway if you want this Iron Factory figure. I will try and do a few more giveaways throughout the year, here and there. But yeah, if you did enjoy this video, then don't forget to subscribe, smash that like button, and like I said, don't forget to enter the giveaway. And I will see you guys for a hopefully better year. And hopefully I will get a few more uploads done this year, because I have been slacking hard. But yeah, I will see you guys in the new year.